Hey, what's going on, guys? I think I'm Hercules here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, guys, just for like right now, I really want to get back into the YouTube thing. I don't have all my equipment. A lot of things is just going here and there and everywhere. So I'm going to be recording off my phone until further notice. Probably be a month, maybe two, but at least I'll be back uploading. You know what I'm saying? Back hitting as I'm back spitting. So, with all that being said, I see a lot of people are saying things like, Marvel Snap, it's a simplistic as hell game. It's no depth to it. You know, it's not a lot of it's I'm hearing so many negative things about it that, like, as you look at how I play, you can see that it's actually strapped to the game. Like I've only lost once in almost like in over like a week, in about a week. So that goes to say, like, it's not just me throwing down cards. I'm not just throwing down cards. I'm looking at my hand. I'm looking at the areas. I'm dodging this area for a moment, or I'm stacking people, and I'm guessing what the opponent's going to do. The game is so much more complex than you think. And one of the main things I actually like about the game is the unknowingness of round two, round three. It sets you up in a place where it turns into a multiplication table almost, right? So you got 3 lanes. You got your I think you can hold max 7 cards in your hand at once. There's 7 cards. So you can look at it as I'm just slapping down cards and getting lucky, but you can also look at it as I got 7, they got 7. I need to beat them out of 2 out of 3, or if we tie for the 3 out of 3, I got to make sure I put down enough cards in this area where it's strong enough. I got to do shit like always have my Mr. Fantastic or my Medusa in the middle. I got to do stuff like maybe I don't want on-reveal characters. Maybe I want some ongoing characters, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you slap them on-reveal characters, they are huge on buffs, but if you miss it, that's it. That's just a card there with 2 power. You see what I'm saying? So you see how the techniques actually start to get complicated when you start to talk about things like that. I like to slap down a whole bunch of characters. One of my main things is like to give power buffs to everybody that's already on my field. So that's why you see me using Blue Marvel a lot, because Blue Marvel is going to buff everyone. You know, I like using Mr. Fantastic a lot because he don't buff people, but he just pop. He pops on the left and the right side. You slap him in the middle, and he gives that bonus power. I really messed up. Like you see right here on that bar Sinister, I messed up with that Star-Lord. If he would have placed one single character on that bar Sinister, it would have been a Star-Lord, 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 and all 4 Star-Lords with that game plus 3 power, plus 3 power, plus 3 power, plus 3 power. How is that not strat? How is me trying to outsmart my opponent and guessing I'm not strat? The game has been really good, man. I actually highly recommend it. You know, I always do this. You know, I play my little mobile games. I was playing Breach Brave Souls. The reason I fell off Breach Brave Souls because it got a bottleneck, a Spirit Orbs bottleneck. The reason I fell off of Marvel Strike Force because it has a orange and teal gear bottleneck. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be without the bottleneck, but the bottleneck will more likely be the characters, and I'm getting them all. Like, you just increase your collection level. So I'm actually trying to see how the pay-to-play elements come into. A lot of people speaking on the battle pass, but I think if you get to level 50, you still get the Spider-Man Miles Morales. I think people that pay just get them immediately. It's similar to like how a lot of battle pass systems, when you buy into it, you get like 3 things at level 1, or you can work to level 50 to get it. Now, I haven't seen any gameplay changing elements, is what I'm saying, that you pay for at all. So if you guys have, please let me know in the comments about certain things that you run across that angers you or disrupts you or makes you feel like, man, why is everything a scam with these people? Now, one thing I actually want to recommend to people is that as you're playing it, kind of like know what you're doing. Like, don't stack up so many 3s, 4s, 5s. Like, the way I like to build my deck up, I like to have at least half my deck, a little more than half my deck, 1s and 2s. Sorry for the way I say 2s. I'm from Baltimore. So long as I got my 1s and 2s, like, I'm gonna build a deck right here with you guys, okay? And as I build this deck, I'm gonna tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. Boom. I want my Ant-Man because Ant-Man going to do that. When I bring in Hawkeye, I always bring in Hawkeye, and then I immediately try to get the Ant-Man in there next. Carnage is just there in case I end up with something like a bunch of rocks. You gotta have something for every situation. You gotta prepare for those 3. I always bring Lizard for the most part because he only costs 3 energy. And like I try to put him at the place where people will not have 4 characters, because you're not going to do boom, boom, boom. You're not going to have 4, 8, 12 more than likely, like unless we have an extra turn. But even if so, he costs so little energy that it's worth it. When it comes to my 5s and 6s, those are going to be like your most important card. Like, you have to pick the right 5 or 6, depending upon. But like a lot of times, your 5 and 6 would be depending upon all the 1s, 2s, and 3s you have. So like I put Professor X there because once I get them there, you can't add anything else. So like what I like to do, if I do get a Professor X on the turn 5, and I'm guessing they going to not put nobody there for the turn 6, I lock that motherfucking area down. You can't put nobody there the last round. Guaranteed win for that lane. People be trying to win 3 lanes from the beginning of my match. Every single match, I'm always like, okay, which 2 lanes I'm finna take from you? What 2 lanes I'm gonna take off your head? Because I'm getting 2 of these lanes. You're not going to take all 3 lanes from me. And I'm so focused on like your little sneaky tack, like you want to put a little motherfucker at the 3rd lane. Okay, I'll be seeing you in a moment. I for surely got something for that. So that's all I got for today, guys. I think I'm Hercules out.